Yo, what is up guys? It's the Nightwing at Way of Life Esports coming at you guys with another video here today, here to talk about G2 Esports. So, Ocelot posted a video on his Twitter page roughly about 2 weeks ago and straight up said they are looking to either bench or trade these players, Wonder, Reckless, and Mickey X. So that means G2 need a new top laner, AD carry, and support actually. Now, it was already rumored that Grabs is going to be coaching the new team BDS, who will be competing in the LEC 2022 season. And that Broken Blade will also be G2's top laner for the LEC 2022 season. And, you know, I wasn't really happy with Reckless and Mickey X as a bot lane. Coming from a G2 fan such as myself, obviously, you know, I really don't actually think their bot lane was that good overall. You know, I know people said Reckless played really well during the LEC 2021 spring split, and where he got the MVP, but I was thinking to myself, there's plenty of other players that deserved it that split over Reckless, though. You know, they gave it to him for, like, narratives or some bullshit like that. And today, actually, we have confirmation of G2's newest bot lane, actually. So, it was rumored as well that G2 was trying out a brand new bot lane from the ERLs, actually, you know? Now, if you're G2, I'm pretty sure any organization, you know, especially G2, is going to obviously go out and get the best players, right? That's what you would think, more or less so. I'm not saying Targamas and the new guy that they're signing, what's his actual name? Flakked, actually. I'm not saying they're bad. I haven't been watching ERLs for like the past year, actually. I enjoy watching ERLs, you know, and if G2 went out and scouted these players and were like doing active trials with them, and they're like, okay, this is the best bot lane we can settle on. I mean, like, who am I to say that they're wrong, right? You know, I'm not in their position. But if you're talking about an AD carry that they should have actually tried to get, I would have tried to get Patrick. I would have tried to get Hansama, honestly. I don't know if Upset would have left Fnatic, honestly, and we still don't know what's his fate on Fnatic, actually. It's like, are these guys immediately better than who's available right now in the LEC? And it's always good to sign players like this because you want to give them a chance, though. But here's the problem. Okay, so when G2 signed Yarnin and Wadid during the 2017 offseason, Yarnin and Wadid were complete garbage. They were terrible, okay? But you also got to factor in that was the first year G2 didn't win any titles, okay? Now fast forward, they have Reckless and Mickey X during the LEC 2021 season. They don't win any titles. Actually, fun fact, G2 only won a single best of 5 with their Reckless roster. A single best of 5 they won. They only defeated Schalke No Fear in the LEC 2021 Spring Split playoffs, actually. Fuck! Okay? So, people could say, oh yeah, when you had a lackluster bot lane, you didn't win any titles. But when they had a superstar bot lane, they didn't win any titles either, though. So, it's going to be harder for G2 to win titles now because you have teams like Rogue, Mad Lions, you know, Fnatic, you know, competing as hard as they're competing. And Team BDS is coming in, and maybe their roster looks really good. Then you also pretty much have to factor in, you have Team Vitality coming in with their quote-unquote super team with Alfari, Selfmade, Perks, Karzi, and Lebrov. So if G2 want to compete with Perks, Fnatic, you're going to have to be bringing out some big guns. You know, I think Broken Blade is a good player, though. If they do manage to sign him, I think he's going to be a fantastic player. Yankos is a great player, but has struggled a lot recently. Caps did not look good all year, but Caps did look good in playoffs, though. So it's like, if they're signing these guys, it better be fucking good. So, at BloopGG tweets, sources, G2 Esports decided to sign Targamas as their LEC support for 2022. Both parts will now enter into talks about contract specifics. Targamas has been doing tryouts with G2 for some weeks, playing very well against Worlds teams, sources said. And then let's go to .esports for the full article. Sources, G2 chooses Targamas as its new LEC support for 2022 after holding tryouts for several weeks. The Belgian support earned the position due to his great performance in tryouts. G2 Esports will sign Belgian support Targamas as its new support. Right here, sorry about that. When the League of Legends free agency window opens November 16th, sources familiar with the decision told Esports. Targamas will replace longtime support Mickey X, whom G2 CEO Carlos Ocelot Rodriguez Santiago confirmed the team made available for buyout in October. Targamas is contracted with the LFL's Carmine Corp until November 14th, but Carmine Corp allowed him to speak to other teams. With the organization reaching a decision, G2 and Targamas are now sorting through the terms of his contract, including salary and length of the deal. Even before the official news about Reckless, Mickey X, and Wonder leaving the G2 roster for 2022, G2 began holding tryouts in the bot lane with European Regional League talent. Team management was impressed by Targamas and Mad Lions, Madrid AD carry Flakked, who played very well in scrims that included top-tier World Championship teams who are in Iceland, sources said. G2 already decided to sign Targamas for next year, but the situation in the AD carry position still remains undecided until today. According to sources, there are 3 potential options for G2. Mad Lions starter Carzzy, that's probably not going to happen because they're signing, Vitality is signing Carzzy. Mad Lions Madrid Flakked, that's the guy that got confirmed today. And Rogue's Hans Sama. Wait, what? Wait, what? I mean, like, why are we choosing to why would G2 decide to sign this guy? I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying Flakked is bad. Don't get it twisted. I've barely seen him play. But Hans Sama played really, really, really well at Worlds 2021. Literally back carrying, AD carry performances here. Way better than Reckless, I'll tell you that for sure. And it's like, I mean, okay. Carzzy is set to become a free agent on November 16th if he and Mad do not reach an extension, while G2 have inquired about Hans Sama's availability for a potential buyout, sources said. So, maybe Rogue are charging too much for Hans Sama's buyout. Maybe. So we have today, the AD carry gets confirmed for G2 Esports. At BloopGG tweets, sources, G2 Esports decided to sign Flakked as their new AD carry for the 2022 LEC season. Or is it Flakked? Is it Flakked or Flakked? Someone tell me. Replacing Reckless. The decision has been made today. Both parts will now begin to discuss contract specifics. Okay. It's hard to say if this guy's going to be an immediate upgrade over Reckless, though. Reckless was okay, but I can't just go in faith and say this guy is going to be better than him right now. Targamas, who knows if he's going to be better than Mickey X right now, Who knows? But they have to take a shot at doing it, though, because the bot lane with Reckless and Mickey X was not working out. And here's the official article. Sources, G2 Esports signed former Mad Lions Madrid bot laner Flakked. After tryouts during Worlds, G2 has its new bot lane for 2022. G2 Esports will sign former Mad Lions Madrid bot laner Flakked. Okay? As the team's new starting AD carry once the League of Legends free agency window opens on November 16th. Sources familiar with the team's decision told Esports. Flakked will replace superstar AD carry Reckless, who G2 is moving on from after just one season. Reckless is one of 3 players alongside top laner Wonder and support Mickey X, as well as most of the organization's league staff who are departing this offseason. G2 made those 3 available for buyout in early October after failing to secure a spot at the 2021 World Championship in August. Alright? What the fuck was that? That looked like crack. Flakked will lane with reigning European Masters champion Targamas, who G2 also intend to sign come the open of the free agency window, as reported by Esports. Flakked and Targamas will join jungler Yankos and mid laner Caps, the 2 veteran players who remain on the G2 roster. G2 held a series of tryouts throughout October with scrimmages against Worlds attending teams who played on the EUS servers while in Iceland, according to sources. Both Flakked and Targamas performed well in those tryouts and earned themselves the spots as the team's new bot lane, sources said. In 2021, Flakked played for Mad Lions Madrid, the regional the European Regional League sister to the LEC's Mad Lions. His performance in Spain's Superliga earned him looks from multiple LEC franchises who were assessing what their futures may look like. Okay, so this is going to be G2's bot lane for 2022. So all that remains to be decided is their top laner, and if Broken Blade is going to be their top laner. Personally, I know everyone's going to be like, well, why didn't they sign Hansama? Maybe Rogue is just charging too much for his buyout, or maybe Hansama wants to say, based off maybe things Rogue have told him, what their roster is potentially going to look like, you know? But, you know, that's pretty much it I have to say for you guys about G2 Esports today. You know, I'm a huge fan of G2 as well. I mean, I hope the roster is good. You know, you always want to hope. I hope the roster is good. I hope, personally. You know, Yankos and Caps are good building blocks for a roster, you know, but it's hard to say whether or not these guys would be insane for the LEC. If they did really, really well against world caliber teams, going for that, they were attending Worlds 2021, that's a good, you know, start point, but it's like, okay, like, how's this going to play out in 2022? You know, it's pretty much all up in the air. We'll see how strong G2 gets to be when they sign their top laner, and they're going to be probably most likely signing their top laner very, very soon. But I will see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. Most of all, enjoy. I am the Nightwing, and Way of Life Esports is signing out, guys. Peace. Have a good day. See you guys later. Deuces. I'm out this thing, man. Peace.